Hello friends, welcome to 4th episode of Happy School web series, and special thanks to Saraswati World School and the International Organization of Education Charter for making this video a reality. Guys, are you fearing of memory failure? Do you forget during exam or interview? Do you find it difficult to remember? Or you forget everything after studies? If you've got these kind of issues, memory retention issues, then this video is for you. As a student, one must possess intact and working memory retention power to fare well in exams and interviews. Let's kickstart the interesting topic of how to enhance memory retention power. To understand memory retention, we need to look at human brain. Human brain acts like a CPU of human body, and it consumes 20% of the energy that a human body emanates. Let's first see how brain is working in this context of memory. A normal human brain has over 100 billion neurons. These neurons are called nerve cells. They are supported and protected by glial cells. These neurons have between 2 to 10 dendrites, and these dendrites help neurons of the brain to interconnect with each other. The information data travels in brain through these neurons and dendrites. These neurons are like RAM of your human brain. And once the information passes through these neurons and dendrites interconnected with each other, they create a layer of circuit. This layer of circuit is your memory. The number of repetition and frequency of information makes the circuit thicker and prominent in neuron and dendrites. And such thick layer of circuit in synaptic connections are your permanent memory. Now we need to understand that these layer of circuits called memory are the effect of our learning that we do in our day-to-day life. So how we learn in our day-to-day life? We learn through our 5 senses. And what are the ways through which we learn? Is by way of reading, by way of writing, by way of discussions, by way of expressing emotions, by way of teaching. When by these activities, when we generate informations which is received by the brain, then these neurons and dendrites start working and processing this information, and these informations in turns registered in our conscious mind. The conscious mind is a front desk of our brain, and such information at the first instance get registered in our conscious mind. Our brain has principally 2 levels of registry. The first level is conscious mind, which is front desk of your brain, and the second level is a subconscious mind, which is back office of your mind. When information is received by brain, it is first processed by neurons and dendrites and get registered at conscious mind. Over a period of time, these informations get assimilated in subconscious mind. So, as the layer of circuit becomes thicker, such information now moves from conscious mind to subconscious mind for final registry. And as such informations remains available to that human being for the whole life. So guys, what follows from this scientific fact that a number of times we repeat this information and we send this information repeatedly in our brain, a neuron gets it processed with its dendrites, then we will have thicker layer of circuit. And the second thing is the time between reaching the information, processing, and final registry. This is very important, because if we give time to our brain to process it, then we will see that time is very crucial, after which all the information gets assimilated in the back office of the brain, which is called subconscious mind. As I have emphasized in my earlier episodes of Happy School, that student should not study for too long at a stretch, because once your brain receives information, it requires time to assimilate it in subconscious mind. And when we go in for a long hour of studies, we generally don't give time to brain for processing and register it in subconscious mind. If we go for studies for just 1 and 2 hours and then take break for half an hour, then we can see it can improve our memorizing power. So it is always advisable to study for 1 to 2 hours at a time, then take a break for half an hour, then again go for studies, and if possible use all combination and permutation of subjects and chapters, modules, so that next time when you go for studies, you learn something new, something different from the previous one, so that the memory or the brain gets time to register your previous information in the subconscious mind. If you want to memorize something, then you can start day 1 and give it some time. Again repeat it in day 2. Again repeat it in day 3. Then skip for 3 days. And again on 7th or 8th days, repeat it, and you will see that all those informations that you have repeated so far have been registered in your subconscious mind for whole life. This is one of the best way to memorize anything, especially for students. To remember and memorize difficult subjects or chapters, you should always discuss it. If possible, teach it in your group. Speak it loudly. Read it. If you do all these activities together, one by one, you will see that whatever information you are reading, you can memorize it thoroughly. Now you have understood the play of neurons and dendrites in retaining your memory power. So, what is important now is to take care of your neurons and dendrites. And how can we take care of neurons and dendrites? It depends on a lot of things, because neurons are cells which also dies over a period of time, and that's why aged people have problem of memory. So let's understand some hacks as to how to improve our memory by making our neurons and dendrites healthier and happier. So the first thing you can do, which I mentioned in my earlier episode, is to go for meditation. Research has shown that meditation is so important for happiness hormones. These happiness hormones are responsible for well-being of neurons and dendrites. So if you go for meditation, be sure that you have healthier neurons and dendrites. So the second most important point is detox of human brain. Yes, human brain requires detox because when human brain functions, it produces waste protein, which is called beta amyloids, and it needs to be drained out of the brain, which the system does during sleep. So what is required for a good memory is restful sleep. Yes, restful sleep is as important as studies. So never skip sleep for studies. And the third important point for this is exercises. It is shown in the research that exercise can regrow, reproduce neurons and dendrites in human brain. Because of age, these neurons die, and to reproduce or regrow these neurons, it is required to consistently do exercises every day. Only then we can make our existing neurons healthier and happier. I hope that these facts, tips and hacks will help you achieve higher level of memory retention, and consequently you will perform well in exams. So guys, this is all about memory retention power in today's episode. If you like our video, please comment and like our video. You can also send your suggestion or comments in our email. We will come again next Wednesday with new topic of your interest. Till then, goodbye.